Good evening and welcome to the virtual transfer fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by VACRO. Today's session is in a 6x6 format, which means that each of our 6 institutions will have 6 minutes to speak. Because this is a webinar, your camera and microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see you, nor can they hear you. So if you do have a question at any point during the presentation, please use the Q&A button to ask your question and the presenters will respond to you. There are a few more sessions this evening you can sign up for, but certainly if there were other sessions that you missed or perhaps didn't have a chance to see, by all means, go and view the recordings, which are all available on the VACRO website. So now that I've got the housekeeping out of the way, we're going to start with our first institution, Arcadia University.
Just give me a moment to share my screen here. Fantastic. Well, hi, everyone. My name is Darian Ryan, and I'm the Transfer Admissions Counselor at Arcadia University. I always like to start off here with an image of our beautiful Grays Tower Castle. It is the heart and center of our university. It is a National Historic Landmark. And if you find yourself near Philadelphia, you will certainly see our stately castle from 309. And so I'm going to start out because we are talking to students here from Virginia about geolocating you. So we are in Glenside, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Philadelphia. It is a suburb. It's a kind of nice, quiet, green space, as you can see, from our lush campus in some of these photos. But at the same time, you get to enjoy a lot of the amenities of the city. Being so close to Philadelphia, we're about a 20-minute train ride right into the heart of the city. So our students like to spend kind of, their weekdays on our campus out in Glenside, and then they go on the weekend to run up the Rocky Steps, go eat a cheesesteak, see the Eagles, everything that you think about when you think about Philadelphia. And we are proximal to many other major metropolitan areas. So, with the Amtrak Northeast Corridor, the Philadelphia International Airport, the Megabus, the Volt Bus, you can get anywhere you want to go, especially like on the weekend. So very centrally located. So a little bit about us as an institution. So we are a smaller liberal arts institution. We're about 2,000 undergraduate students, but what that means is that we have an excellent student to faculty ratio of 12:1, and our average class size is 14. Many of you may be coming with an associate's and already kind of have an idea of where you want to go degree-wise, but we do have over 65 different fields of study, ranging in everything from the health sciences, education, business, psychology, you name it. We even have some majors abroad, so please take a moment to visit our website and you can see all of our robust offerings. So a little bit about student life. We do have 26 NCAA Division III team sports. Our most recent additions include men and women's indoor and outdoor track and men and women's ice hockey. And we also added an esports team recently and built this nice fancy black box arena that is things beyond my comprehension, but all the students tell me it's really exciting and fun. So if that's your cup of tea, esports, we have it here. For those who aren't sports minded, we have 60 other clubs and organizations ranging from everything to social activism, performance, language clubs, book clubs, a castle restoration society. And if for some reason the many clubs and organizations we have don't speak to you, we make it really easy to get involved. All you need is 6 other interested students and a faculty member to sign off, and you too can form your own club. Because you would be coming from out of state, we do guarantee housing for the duration of your studies, be that 1, 2, or 3 years, depending on kind of the timeline of your transfer. We have traditional dorm style living, suite style living, and for our upperclassmen, which many of our transfer students are, we do have an apartment complex down the street from Arcadia that we own. It's off campus, but it's considered on-campus housing, and many of our students like the autonomy that comes along with that living situation. So a little bit about studying abroad, because Arcadia is known for its international presence. We have a nationally ranked study abroad program. We have ranked in the top 2 for our study abroad participation for the past 10 years. The class of 2020 earned credits in 39 different countries, and 76% of our undergraduate students do get to use their passports before graduation. We have short-term study abroad, long-term study abroad, Internships abroad, we send students to intern at British and Scottish Parliament, STEM labs in Brisbane, Australia, you name it. We have some sort of international opportunity that kind of lets you explore the world on your timeline and in a way that's a kind of friendly to your academic plan and your transfer ideas. I always say to our transfer students, just make sure you're vocal with your advisor about, what your intentions are, what you want to do, and what you want to accomplish while you're at Arcadia, and we'll make it happen. We'll keep you on track, even if you're studying abroad. So a little bit about the application process here at Arcadia. We are fee-free and we are on the Common App, or we do have our online application as well, both fee-free again. We do expect that you will give us copies of your official college transcripts, and this includes any university you may have previously attended, even if it was only for 1 or 2 courses. If you have less than 30 college credits, we'd also want to see your high school transcript and either your SAT scores or an SAT optional submission, as we are SAT optional starting in spring 2021. That can be something like an essay, an interview, a 1-minute style TikTok video that tells a little bit more about yourself as an individual. So some really fun options there. We are rolling admissions. We do usually turn around decisions within 2 to 3 weeks of receiving your materials. We do accept up to 75 credits from a 2-year school or up to 90 credits from a 4-year school. And generally anything with a C- or higher is eligible for transfer. So a little bit about financial aid. There is no difference in in-state versus out-of-state tuition. All students are automatically reviewed for merit-based scholarships at the time of application. And we also have a Phi Theta Kappa award available. The other component would be need-based aid based on your FAFSA, and all of that together will give you your bottom line cost. But Arcadia does try its best to meet as much unmet need as possible for our students. And on average, we meet about 86% of unmet need. I want to invite you to check out our open house on November 7th, this Saturday. We will have faculty and students from all of our departments actually having sessions to give you an opportunity to talk with the departments you may be interested in joining. And with that, I'm going to end and say, if you have questions, please contact us at transfer@arcadia.edu. And I will turn it back to Julie for our next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darian. Our next presenter is Averett University.
All right, guys, let me get everything shared here. All right, well, again, my name is Matthew. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions here for Averett University. Just want to welcome you all again. I'm going to speak with you guys a little bit about transfers, and as a transfer counselor here, I will be the sole one working with each one of you. So happy to be doing that. So a little bit about Averett. Who are we? We are a small liberal arts school. We believe in a liberal arts approach. We want you to be well-read. We want you to be a critical thinker. So there are a lot of soft skills that come with liberal arts education. Suburban campus, so you're going to be right in the middle of a residential area. We have 5 total campuses within inside the city limits here of Danville, and about an undergraduate class of about 1,000 students. Quite rare. We actually have a 50-50 even breakdown, male to female, about a 33 diversity rate on campus. We're very proud of that. And even more importantly, we actually have a very large international population here at Averett. Average class size, you're looking at 10 to 12. We actually cap classes at 20. Professors aren't allowed to have classes bigger than 20 students here. So where is Danville? So Danville is in Southern Virginia. It's dead center of the state. You're going to see a very vibrant river district. We're a very active community. There's a river walk that runs entirely through the town. We're about an hour and a half away from Raleigh, about an hour away from Lynchburg, and about an hour away from Roanoke. So you can kind of see yourself right in the middle of everything. So regarding student life, I know we talk a lot about clubs and orgs, and while yes, we have all the same clubs and orgs that most schools do, we have a little bit different approach when it comes to your student life experience here. It's corny as it may sound, we have what's called a be apart from the start mentality, which means you will actively be recruited here to participate in student life. So it's not just something where you kind of sit back in your dorm and wait to sign up for a club. Like, you will actively be recruited. People are going to be coming after you, and so your advisor will be encouraging that as well. Also, we have a service-based kind of student body here. We actually have an office here devoted strictly to our student services needs. So meaning part of your classes are going to be service learning based. You're going to have community service requirements. That'll be part of your education here as well. Majors and minors, tons of different programs. I'm going to focus on a couple. One, a full 4-year BSN program for nursing that we actually allow transfer students to transfer into, which is very important. We have our most popular major here is biomedical science, because it actually comes with guaranteed admissions to med school, if that's something that you're interested in. Another rare program here, we train commercial pilots. We have about 100 student pilots here on campus for an accredited, a federally accredited aviation program. Some other unique programs, you're going to see an equestrian program here that's not just a riding team, but it's a full major devoted to the program. You're going to see students who study in pre-vet, agriculture, large animal science there. And believe it or not, that program does have a 100% job placement rate. We take athletics very serious here. We have a 3-2-1 philosophy when it comes to athletics. One, we expect 3.0s in the classroom from our student athletes, a higher academic standard for our student athletes here. You're also going to see, two, we expect everyone talks about in Division III, it's about fun, about building leadership qualities, all this type of stuff. We say what's fun is winning. So we expect our teams to be first or second in their sport, as well as the one philosophy, whether you play football, whether you are on the cheer team, whether you're on the competitive dance team, our athletic program here is equitable, meaning you get the same resources that men's football does. Women's basketball gets the same resources that men's basketball does. We create an equal playing field here. So let's talk about transfer to Averett. Again, free application. We don't feel a need to make money off you guys applying to school. At least 15 transferable credit hours in order to be considered a transfer. If not, you'll still be considered a high school student, which we'll have to review high school. Freshmen, so we'll have to consider high school work. The only thing you'll need to submit for your application here would be official copies of your college transcripts. That's the only thing that we kind of base our decision off of with transfer students, because we know the most important part for you guys is how long is it going to take me to get done, and what's that going to cost me, and do you have my program? So we're just trying to move you guys through so that way you guys can get done on your timeline. So financial aid, you're going to see generous merit-based scholarships here at admissions. We turn applications around in just a few days here. So you're going to see in your admissions packet your merit scholarship. Those range up to $20,000. We don't cap those. So if you qualify for those, you will receive those. I highly encourage families to follow FAFSA, whether or not you think it's important or not, just because private schools, we use that information toward judicial assistance, which we call Averett assistance, which will be thousands of dollars. So if you don't take that, if you don't do a FAFSA, you're potentially leaving money on the table. And for our Virginia families, if you guys have probably heard about VTAG before, but it's just a program here in the state where the state government will give you a grant to go to a private school because you're a taxpayer. And so they're just trying to do what they can to help out. So let's talk about visiting Averett. We're actually open for in-person tours. We believe the best kind of approach to choosing your college is actually seeing them with your eyes. You would not buy a car without test driving it. Same thing with a home or whatever. So as you're making one of the biggest decisions in your life, we want you to come see it. So we are open for tours. We actually only allow one family per tour, and you're going to see some visit days online. This is not quite up to date, but you're going to see some dates come up here in November, as well as some specific scholarship days as well that we encourage you guys to reach out about. Okay. And then lastly, again, our social medias, if you need a quick photo, take those. That way you know where to follow us. But if you have any questions, my contact information is here. We'll be happy to see you and happy to work with you. So again, good luck with your college search, and we look forward to seeing you here at Averett.
Thanks so much, Matthew. Our next presenter is from Barton College.
Hello, and welcome to Barton College's portion of this presentation. My name is Jill Hilliard. I am the Associate Director for Transfer Admissions. So I'm actually the only one in our office that works with you from the applied stage all the way up until enrollment. So who is Barton and where are we? So Barton is a four-year private liberal arts college. We are located in the eastern portion of North Carolina. We're a small university, so we take pride in that. Our faculty know you by name. So you actually have a smaller learning environment. So if you appreciate learning in a smaller learning environment, certainly Barton is a college that you may be interested in. Quick facts about Barton. First, I'll let you know that Blue is our mascot, and he is a bulldog. Again, we are located in Wilson, North Carolina, which is in the eastern part, which is towards the Virginia line of North Carolina. Our average class size is 16, and our total enrollment is around 1,100. Our student to faculty ratio is 11 to 1, And we do have over 50 majors, minors, and concentrations. The different schools and departments that we offer at Barton are the School of Allied Health and Sports Studies, School of Business, School of Education, School of Nursing, School of Humanities, School of Sciences, School of Virtual Performing and Communication Arts. This is pretty much the meat and potatoes here. So if you do by chance have a cell phone, you'd like to take a screenshot of this. These are all of our programs that we do offer. And these larger bullet points are our 4 largest majors: nursing, business, elementary ed, and exercise science. But certainly, I'm sure that there's something here for everyone. We do also offer pre-professional programs. So let's not forget, even though we are a small campus, we are an NCAA Division II campus or college. And so these are all of the athletics that we offer for men and women: baseball, basketball, cross country, fast pitch softball, football, golf, lacrosse, soccer, swimming, tennis, track and field, and volleyball. And much like Arcadia, we do offer an esports program as well. We are looking towards making that an official sport, and it does qualify you for scholarship. So if that's something that you're interested in as well. So let's talk a little bit about the transfer admissions. So like I said earlier, I am the one that works with you from the application stage all the way to enrollment. Our application is free. If you do have a cell phone, please take a screenshot of this. This QR code will take you directly to our application. Once you apply, you're going to start getting lots of information from me. And the main thing that I'm going to be requesting is that for you to submit all of your official college transcripts. Once we receive those, and this must be from every college you've attended since high school, once we do receive those official college transcripts, we're going to provide you with a full evaluation based on your program of study. So you're actually going to have a clear and organized piece of paper that tells you exactly what's transferring in and where it best applies for your degree at Barton. Our application is free as well, so it doesn't cost you anything to submit that application. So once you've applied and you've submitted your transcripts, what I'm going to be doing is accepting you. And so once I accept you, I'm going to be also awarding you merit-based scholarships. So at Barton, we do offer several different levels of merit-based scholarships. They start with a 2.5 and move up. If you have below a 2.5, we still honor you with a transfer opportunity grant. And certainly we don't want to forget those PTK members out there. Certainly, if you are a PTK member, all you need to do is scan a copy of your certificate to me, and I will award you the merit-based scholarship of Phi Theta Kappa, our PTK scholarship. So upon the acceptance stage, this is where our financial aid office is prompted to process your financial aid award package. This information is going to be presented to you based on your FAFSA. So at this time, I am accepting applications for our spring semester as well as our fall of 2021. So I do encourage all students, no matter whether you feel as though you will qualify for Pell Grant or not, to definitely submit the FAFSA. We do, because we are private, we have institutional funds as well as endowed scholarships that we award students. If for whatever reason there is a gap there, then you come back to me and we talk about that, and we'll go over potential possibilities of additional awards given to you. Visit opportunities. So certainly we'd love for you to come and visit. We offer lots of different opportunities for you to do so. You can do an on-campus tour virtually, or you can do those in person. We also offer open houses. We are offering an open house on November the 14th. That is a face-to-face on a Saturday for transfer students. So we'd love to see you. All you need to do is register through www.barton.edu/visit.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jill. Appreciate that information about Barton. Our next school is Bellevue University.
All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen for you guys. All right, so hi, my name is Jade Williams, and I am the relationship manager for Bellevue University. So I'll be talking a little bit about some of the benefits of transferring to Bellevue. So I know a lot of you are wondering, who is Bellevue University, or where is that school located? Bellevue University is the largest nonprofit university in Bellevue, Nebraska. We are regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, which is a member of the North Central Association of Colleges and Schools. So accreditation is very important, and you should always make sure that you know that the school that you're planning to attend is originally accredited, and that your college credits will transfer with you, and that you are aware of any stipulations that might occur with it. So we are in good standing with our company for accreditation rates, alongside of our few counterparts includes Ohio State, Arizona State University, Notre Dame, and the University of Michigan. So we have a unique partnership. So we partner with community colleges across the country. So we help our students be able to transfer their full associate's degrees towards their bachelor's degree. So with the flexibility of our online programs, students are able to earn their bachelor's degree without ever having to leave the comfort of your community or the comfort of your couches. So we will ensure that your transfer is as smooth as possible and as convenient as possible. As you can see from the map that's on the screen, we do have a lot of locations ranging from the East Coast all the way over to the West Coast. And I'm actually located in Danville, Virginia. My office is on the campus of Danville Community College. So I am actually a representative that a student can come in and speak with. We can talk about your educational goals and also see what programs you might be interested in. So we offer more than 50 bachelor's degrees, and many are good pathways directly from your associate's degrees. So if you want to change pathways, or if you want to diversify your knowledge or change your degree, then we can help you with many of our cohort options that have no prerequisites. So some of our undergraduate programs that we do have are leadership and management. We have marketing and communication. We have, of course, information technology, as well as public service and safety. We also have business, and also we have healthcare and human services programs. So many of our undergraduate programs, they actually flow seamlessly into our graduate programs. We have over 30 master's degree programs, and many of them you can take and complete anywhere between 18 and 24 months, depending on the program, and of course, depending on the format of the program. Some of our graduate degrees that we do offer include leadership. We have organizational performance, accounting and finance, human resources, and also project management. So you work hard for your credits, and we want to make sure that you're able to keep them. So many of the universities may put a limit on how many credits that they will accept from a student. At Bellevue University, we believe that all of your credits from your institution, if regionally accredited, are worthy of transfer. So you'll be able to save money and complete your bachelor's degree faster when you're able to transfer your full associate's degree to Bellevue University. So not only will the credits transfer over, but every single one will count towards your bachelor's degree. So your degree completion is closer than you think, and here is actually how it works. In order to graduate with your bachelor's degree, you need a total of 127 credit hours. How that breaks down is, out of that 127, students usually graduate with their associate's degree around that 60 credit hour mark. Most students have more than 60 credit hours when they transfer. Any credits that you have over 60 is actually going to fall into the next category for us. And with Bellevue University, you need 18 hours of electives. So if you graduate from your community college with your associate's degree with 78 credit hours, that will actually complete all of your general education requirements. It will complete all of your electives. So the only thing that you do have to complete when you transfer over to Bellevue would be 49 credit hours. So that will be 40 credit hours for whatever major you choose, and then 9 credit hours for your capstone, which we call our Kirkpatrick Signature Series. So with Bellevue University, if you'd like to know more about our programs and the curriculum for each of the programs, you can actually visit our website at transfer.bellevue.edu bluefield.edu/DCC, and you're able to view all of our programs, the formats of our programs, and the curriculum with those programs. If you would like to reach me, you can send me an email at jade.williams@bellevue.edu. And of course, you can reach me on my office phone at 434-797-8502. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And next we have Bluefield College.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Emily, and I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about Bluefield. If you don't know where Bluefield is, that's okay. We'll get into it. First off, you want to take a picture, some of my contact info. So once you hear my presentation and think, hey, I want to know more about Bluefield, I want to apply there, I want to go there, then you already have my contact. A little bit about Bluefield. We are a smaller school. We've got big school opportunities. We range about 1,200 students. That includes dual enrollment students who are on campus or online, undergraduate students, graduate students. We also have a lot of international students on campus. You might think, well, you're super rural and you're a small school. You really have internationals? We sure do. And they make just the same amount of impact as students who are from down the street. So if you're from down the street, you're from across the globe, wherever you're from, you're a priority at Bluefield. We've got 40 plus programs. So if you're interested in maybe liberal arts, if you're interested in pre-medical, business, whatever you're interested in, I'm sure you'll find something that'll tickle your fancy here at Bluefield. We also have a lot of sports opportunities. So if you want to do maybe a competitive sport, if you want to do esports, you want to do a co-ed sport, we got a lot of opportunities. We also are a Christian college. We are Christ-centered. Does that mean you have to be a Christian to come to Bluefield? Absolutely not. Does it mean you're going to experience Christ in one way or another? It sure does. So like I said, if you're not a Christian, you can still come to Bluefield. Like I said earlier, where is Bluefield? You might not know, and that's okay. Right in the middle of this map, where that heart is, well, I guess it's not technically the middle, but right where the heart is where Bluefield is. We're not far away from some of those bigger cities. So if you want to say, hey, I want to go shopping for the day and then still be back in my dorm to do my studies by the end of the evening, you can do that at Bluefield. As you can see, we also have a very beautiful campus. One of my favorite things about Bluefield is that it is it's as natural as possible with still being a college campus. We have a lot of deer on campus, and we have a couple of raccoons that live in the dumpster. We're not allowed to get close to them, but I just want to squeeze them so bad, but they won't let me get close to them. We got a lot of athletic facilities. You don't have to travel that far off campus, 2-3 minutes away, maybe max. Transferring to Bluefield. If you want a little bit more of a personalized estimate without maybe going through your FAFSA or anything just yet, which we will do, and I can give you a personalized estimate once we get to that point. Net price calculator in that square right on the screen. You can visit that, put all your information in. It gets something that's a little bit more solid of an estimate. We also have a lot of agreements with a lot of community colleges in the state of Virginia. So honestly, I don't know if I can count that high with how many agreements we have. If you want to go over that, we can certainly go over that, and I can give you a little bit more information. Checklist, super simple. Fill out an application, give me all of your transcripts, and then we'll be good to go. You have to have at least 12 credit hours to be coded as a transfer. Does that mean if you don't have that 12 credit hours, you can't transfer in? Absolutely not. Just means I just need your high school transcript, and we will be good as gold. Also, don't let the number on the screen scare you. 99% of our student body receive some form of financial aid. Hardly ever do I see a student that pays anywhere close to that amount on the screen. Student life, we have a lot of opportunities on campus. This is also one of my favorite things, aside from the deer and the raccoons. We have a lot of opportunities for students to plug in. My student assistant that works with me in the office is actually our youth leader, or I guess our student leader of the worship band. So at Bluefield, whether you want to perform, whether you want to be behind the scenes, or if you even want to do something that's not related to either of those two, you have that opportunity. If you don't see anything on the screen that you really would like to, we can definitely chat about that and see what we can get going for you. If you want to compete, but maybe you don't want to be an actual collegiate athlete, then we have intramurals. And let me tell you, they go just as hard as some of our actual athletes. They really mean business, but it's a lot of fun. So a little bit about our sports. Like I said, we do have a co-ed, which is cheer, and we do have esports. We are NAIA D1, Mid-South Conference, Appalachian Conference. If anyone here is an athlete, we are also a veteran. We also have athletes of valor. So that can really help you plug in as a veteran, as a transfer student, and as an athlete. So that's something that I think you would definitely benefit from. of our academic programs, like I said, we have a big selection to choose from. We actually have our nursing program, which is on campus starting this upcoming fall. So that has been online, but we really wanted to work out some of the kinks and get it nailed down before we had it on campus. And we also just signed an agreement with VCOM, which we are still currently working through. So if you want to do something that is set in stone, but also able to adapt to you as it grows, Bluefield's the option for you if you're interested in nursing. If you're not, we have a lot of other opportunities as well, as you can see. Pre-professional programs. So if you want to do pre-dental, pre-health, pre-veterinarian, pre-therapy, whatever it is you want to do, you can definitely do those tracks here at Bluefield. If you're interested in online, we also have a lot of online options and graduate programs. Graduate is a little bit of difference. You could do it online, you can do it on campus, you can do a mix. We actually adopted a hybrid program. I can't say the word, a hybrid program here at Bluefield post-COVID so that students can have the opportunity to do online and on campus classes at the same time. All right, now this is the fun part. If you want to connect with me, take out the camera app on your phone, hover it right over that QR code, and it'll take you directly to a link where you can give me your email, your phone, a little bit more about you so we can connect. Also, if you want to reach out to us on social media, that's always super fun. We've also got something coming on our social media pages, so be sure to tune into that because it's going to be a lot of fun. If you just want to check out our website, you want to give me a call, we can chat about what you like, maybe your hobbies. If you're into true crime, we can definitely talk about that. That's one of my favorite things. But it was nice to talk with you all. Thank you, Julie, and you all have a good evening.
Thank you, Emily. I would definitely talk about true crime with you. That's awesome. And our last presenter tonight is from Bridgewater College.
All right. Can everyone see my screen? Hopefully you can. So my name is Emily Helms. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Bridgewater, and I actually am a graduate of Bridgewater itself. Here on this slide here, if you don't know anything about Bridgewater, we are a small 4-year private liberal arts college located right in the middle of the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. We're about 2 hours south of DC, 2 hours north of Richmond, an hour and a half from Roanoke, right up 81. We are the second safest town in the state of Virginia, and we really take pride in that. It was nothing for me as a student to leave my backpack and my laptop in the library and then go and grab dinner and everything still be safe on campus. You can see here that we have an enrollment of just over 1,600 students. Roughly 75% of our students do come from Virginia, but we have students from over 28 different states, 34 different foreign countries, and 30% of our students are actually student athletes. Being a part of the liberal arts community, we really focus on the hands-on practical application portion of learning. So our 31 majors are actually broken out into 4 different divisions that all have their own unique areas of independent research, clubs and organizations, internships that allow students to gain some of that hands-on practical application. We have 120 full-time professors on campus. There are no grad assistants or teachers assistants in the classroom, so you really do get that one-on-one relationship with your professors. We have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio, so you really do have that independent relationship with them. If you earn your associate degree at Bridgewater, we actually waive all but 4 of our general education requirements for you, and those are Bridgewater specific courses where we introduce you and transition you into Bridgewater in that first semester. And then in your last semester, we actually help you transition out into a graduate program or into your first job. And by creating an online portfolio with your resume, your cover letter, your personal statements, so that way you're 100% ready to transition out. And then here at Bridgewater, we do have 4 graduate programs that help our students transition as smoothly as possible, all within the same institution. In 2018, we broke ground on our $13.2 million renovation, the John Kenney Four-Year Learning Commons. This was a fully funded project that we did on campus through alumni support and donors, and it's now seen as our academic hub on campus. You can see here that we have career services, technology support, tutoring and peer coaching, our writing center, our media production, research services, all within this building. We also have Smitty's Cafe that serves fresh sandwiches and salads and our Starbucks drinks. The great room that you can see in this photo is a multifunctional space for club meetings, for group activities. If you just wanted to go in and read a book for the afternoon, you can do that and have a beautiful view of campus from there. And then on the main floor, we do have an art gallery for our art students and our local artists to showcase their work. Bridgewater is a NCAA D3 school. We do compete in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. And like I mentioned at the beginning, 30% of our student body are student athletes. We do have an equestrian program, cheerleading team, and in the last 5 years, we've had 11 national championships. Outside of our intercollegiate sports, we do have over 30 intramural and club sports on campus. They range from our 23 NCAA D3 sports to things like ping pong and bowling and cornhole. And they're so entertaining. One of our most popular is Battleship, where we put canoes in our pool and have to sink the other team. And about 55% of our student body actually participates in intramurals over the course of the year. You may be thinking, how am I going to afford Bridgewater being a private institution? But we do try to make it as financially affordable as possible for our students. So we have 3 different levels of aid for students. The first is going to be institutional, and every single student that is admitted here at Bridgewater receives some sort of merit-based scholarship. Those range from $17,750 to $25,750. And then there is an additional scholarship for members of Phi Theta Kappa, which is a $3,000 scholarship. We do offer 1 full tuition scholarship for transfer students who apply for each fall enrollment term. If you're Church of the Brethren, we do offer a $2,500 residential scholarship or a $1,500 scholarship if you're a day student. Then we have our state aid for our Virginia residents. We do offer the Virginia Tuition Assistance Grant. And then to supplement our out-of-state students, we do have our out-of-state scholarship for roughly the same amount of money there. And then once you filed the FAFSA, we will pull that and complete your full financial aid package for you, and that is your federal loans and grants there. The application is completely free. It takes about 15 minutes. It is super simple and streamlined. Once you submit your application, all I need is your final high school transcript and any of your official post-secondary transcripts from all the institutions you've attended. So that way I can get a look at all the courses that you've taken and complete a credit evaluation for you. Bridgewater's rolling admissions, we don't have any deadlines, so it's really up to you when you want to complete your application. And we do have fall and spring semester enrollment here at Bridgewater. If you have taken less than 26 credits, I would also ask that you submit your SAT or ACT scores. It doesn't matter to us. So I will look at those. And then this here is just my contact information. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. We do have an upcoming open house on November 14th. And then every other Tuesday night, I host a transfer twilight hour. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Emily, and thanks to all of our panelists for the great information that they've shared tonight and for all of the good help they give those transfer students along the way. Just as a quick reminder, there will be a survey when you click out of this session, so please take the time to answer those 4 questions. Again, there's a few more sets of sessions tonight, so if you'd like to learn about more schools, do sign up. And again, a recording of this presentation will be available. So on behalf of VACRO and all of our panelists, I want to thank you again for joining us tonight. Stay well and have a good day.